Julio Cesar Chavez versus Darren Till has happened, and who's actually going to win this fight? Well, before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Julio Cesar Chavez fought Anderson Silva, in which Julio Cesar Chavez did horrible throughout the whole entire fight, got completely destroyed by a 46-year-old MMA fighter, Anderson Silva, in which Anderson Silva outboxed and outlanded Julio Cesar Chavez, in which obviously Anderson Silva ended up taking it by decision. Not this, Julio Cesar Chavez went on to fight David Segarra, in which Julio Cesar Chavez took control of the whole entire fight, landed some great shots, and obviously Julio Cesar Chavez ended up taking it by decision. Now, Darren Till has so many disadvantages coming into this fight since he has no experience in boxing, and his last fight was back in 2022, in which he's also on a 3-fight losing streak. And obviously the only advantage Darren Till has coming into this fight is that he is a great striker.
Now, what's crazy is that Mike Perry and Darren Till were actually set to have a bare knuckle fight as they were in talks, but Darren Till turned it down, which was pretty stupid because he was set to make $2 million if he was to fight Mike Perry in a bare knuckle fight, as Mike Perry confirmed it on Ariel Helwani's podcast. Now, you might be saying, why does this matter? Well, it matters in the case that it exposes Darren Till, as it shows that he's not willing to do the big and crazy fights. So what I'm getting is that maybe he thinks he's safe and he won't get as hurt if he boxes Julio Cesar Chavez. So in other words, Darren Till might be underestimating Julio Cesar Chavez, and he might not be taking this fight seriously as much as he should, which I guess you could argue is because Julio Cesar Chavez has not been active, as his last fight was in 2021, and his latest two performances don't show a good example of him, considering that he is the boxer in this situation. So I see this fight going is that both men are going to start off slow, but somebody's going to have to let their hands go, and somebody's going to have to put crazy pressure. If not, this is going to be a very boring fight with 0 to no action. But in the end, I do see Julio Cesar Chavez winning this fight if he trains the way he is supposed to train, because he does have the boxing knowledge and the boxing experience, but I do want to see him go all out with the intention of getting the knockout if the fight becomes too boring and hard to score.